Our next inductee is Shadow Play, sire of 6 millionaires, including the modern marvel Bulldog Hanover, which will accompany him into the Hall of Fame later this evening. Shadow Play's racing accomplishments included a world record and the 2008 Little Brown Jug. Said succinctly by trainer and co-owner Dr. Ian Moore, Shadow Play would try his heart out for me. And tonight we honor that beautiful trait and all it has created for Canadian horse racing. The Canadian Horse Racing Hall of Fame is proud to induct Shadow Play.
Shadow Play excelled on the racetrack and in the breeding shed. During a racing career that spanned 3 seasons, the talented pacer won 20 races, over $1.5 million, and took a career mark of 147-4. As a stallion, he sired horses with earnings surpassing $56 million, including 6 millionaires. The son of the Ponderosa, out of the Matt's Scooter mare Matt's Filly, was purchased as a yearling, trained and co-owned by Dr. Ian Moore, along with R.G. Mitt Group Limited and Serge Savard. His racing career highlights included winning a Little Brown Jug in a 2-heat world record time for 3-year-old pacing colts on a half-mile track, and a world record of 148-2 for 3-year-old pacing colts on a 5/8 mile track, in winning an elimination of the Coors Delvin Miller Adios en route to a 150-4 victory in the final. He posted an impressive 150-4 stakes record in the Windy City Pace at Maywood Park, followed by a runner-up finish in the Messenger, victories in the American National, and Breeders' Crown elimination. A runner-up finish in the Breeders' Crown final concluded his sophomore campaign, which included 14 wins and more than $1.1 million in earnings. Health and injury issues plagued his 4-year-old season, but 1 week removed from a foot separation, Shadow Play paced a career-best 147-4 in the U.S. Pacing Championship at the Meadowlands.
Shadow Play is home free for Dave Miller. It's Shadow Play. He came to pace today at 14.
He was a runner-up in the Breeders' Crown and finished his final racing season with 6 wins in 8 starts and almost $345,000 in earnings. Shadow Play is standing the 2023 breeding season at Blue Chip Farms in Wallkill, New York, and is now owned by the Shadow Play Syndicate. The superstar has sired 6 millionaires, including the fastest standardbred in harness racing history, Bulldog Hanover, at 145-4, with earnings of nearly $2.8 million, plus Horse of the Year honors in Canada and unanimous Horse of the Year honors in the U.S. And there's 3-time O'Brien Award winner and double millionaire Lady Shadow, 2021 Horse of the Year and O'Brien North America Cup winner Desperate Man, and O'Brien Divisional winner Percy Blue Chip.
Accepting for Shadow Play is co-owner and trainer Dr. Ian Moore, and making the presentation is Bill McClinchy of the Woodbine Entertainment Group. So first of all, what was it like for you as the trainer and co-owner of Shadow Play to watch this evolution of his son, Bulldog Hanover?
Well, we were all very proud of for Bulldog Hanover and Jack Darling and all his connections. And every race he went, we were all watching. I'm talking about Ron and Serge and myself, all our partners and family. And it was just like we were watching one of our own. And we're extremely proud to see him race and have all the success he did. And also the fact that knowing that if Shadow Play had not been a successful stallion, perhaps there might not have been a Bulldog Hanover.
Yeah, all the dominoes, all the dominoes. You're a practical man, a veterinarian. That's not a joke. Yeah. At one point, you almost sold Shadow Play. How does a practical man reckon with what could have been had you chose differently? I am dying to hear this answer.
Well, first of all, I'm not sure all veterinarians are practical men.
They're not all men, by the way.
Well, that's true. In fact, there are more female veterinarians now. I think the ratio is something like 85% females in the veterinary industry now. And every year, colleges turn those out. So women or men may or may not be practical. A practical man doesn't look back at the past and, you know, think of what could have been. I think a practical man would look to the future and think of what can be done, I guess. So, but we used to confer a lot, Ron and Serge and I, many conference calls and many consultations together. Most of them were very amicable, and most of them we were in agreement on a lot of things, but sometimes they did get a little bit fractional at times. You know, there's a lot of pressure when you have a good horse, that's for sure, and even on the owners as well as the trainers and the drivers. So, but we did make a well-informed and what appeared to be the right decision, this 2-year-old year, to keep him over, and we're certainly glad we did. And he's been giving to us now for 17 years, and we're still looking forward to more.
Great, that's a great answer. One more quick question here. You're also a bit of a wordsmith. Give me 3 words that best describe Shadow Play and or what he means to you. Let's see if this can actually be accomplished in 3 words.
Well, what does a wordsmith mean?
See, we're already over. A wordsmith is a compliment. You're always looking for the gritty underbelly. There's no gritty underbelly here. It's just a compliment.
All right.
You're a well-spoken fella.
I'll give you 3 words. So, tough, determined, and for all of us and all our families and everybody that's been associated with him, unforgettable.
That's excellent. Thank you very much, Dr. Moore. Congratulations.